So the day begins in the Temple Challenge Cup for student eights, and we have a race between Oxford Brookes B on the Berkshire side and the world famous Yale University on the Bucks side. Both have had to come through 2 rounds to reach this stage, of course. Oxford Brookes B beat Imperial College and KSR Njord from the Netherlands, and Yale with that distinctive, clear, plain shout to the world why on the front of their vests have beaten the University College London and King's College Queensland. The race that will set the tone.
The hands are up. Bruce will be sitting here very nervous. Just walking along with this.
When I see that you are both straight and ready, I will start you like this. Attention! Go. Get ready, please.
Stentorian tones, Boris Rankov. One hand is down, 2 hands are down.
Attention! Go!
And day 3, Friday, is away at Henley Royal Regatta 2017 with Yale University in their distinctive blue and white on the Bucks station, and Oxford Brookes University B in burgundy, navy and cream on the Berkshire side. Their programme so very, very strong in the modern age. No surprise to see that they have 2 crews at this relatively advanced stage of the competition.
And Oxford Brookes, a phenomenal squad. 3 crews in the Temple. This is the Temple Challenge Cup. In front of us, the Student 8 event, and 1 crew in the ladies. And this is Brookes B, who yesterday beat Imperial College in 6:15. And on this side, we've got Yale, who beat yesterday UCL, University College London, in 6:34. So a faster time yesterday from Brookes, but they've got off to a rather slow start, uncharacteristically slow start from the Brookes crew. Maybe they haven't quite woken up at this early hour of the morning, but they're getting into a rhythm. You can see them stretching out there, trying to make sure that they propel the boat as efficiently as possible. Yale in our shot now, really looking determined. You get an early lead like this, you really want to capitalise on it, and they're now pulling out, looks like, to 2/3 of a length advantage over Oxford Brookes.
That's a quote from the Yale coach after yesterday's success. You would hear it from coaches worldwide in this sport and indeed any other. Very pleased with the win, but we are taking it 1 day at a time. Very, very early start for them today. Of course, that is far from alien in the world of top international rowers, for whom daybreak is the heart of the working day very often, and they appear extremely well prepared, and it is just a joy to see the faint twinkling of sunshine on the rippling water here at Henley. This is how it's meant to look.
Yeah, welcome to summer, and look at that. The sun bathes the centre of the court as we look back towards the start. Temple Island there, and the course nestled between Temple Island and the bank of the river, as we see Yale on the left of our picture, really opening up a length lead now over Oxford Brookes B crew. Yale are a bit heavier as a crew, 88 kilos versus Oxford Brookes 82. That can be an advantage. Relatively still conditions out there, not much of a headwind to contend with. Beautiful shot here. You can see how much disruption the oars of the Yale crew can mean to Oxford Brookes. I would say those crews are a little bit close. You want to be out of the dirty water. So if you look at the left-hand oars there of the Brookes crew in maroon, you can see their oars are just going into the puddles of the Yale crew, and that makes it a little bit swirly, a little bit bumpy. So you'd want to separate out a bit, and the umpire Boris Rankov may well be just giving a warning to stay apart. But Yale have got a commanding advantage at this point.
Oxford Brookes B coxed by 20-year-old Gavin McWilliams, and indeed he is getting some gentle advice from the umpire about the direction he should take. The Brookes dream, of course, is for an all-Brookes Sunday. The Oxford Brookes A crew are the defending champions of the Temple Challenge Cup. They're right at the other end of the draw. They will row against the University of Groningen, who are a powerful outfit themselves, a little later in the day. We're right at the top of the draw here, and it appears that Yale University are right at the top of their game.
Yeah, this Yale crew is a class crew as well. It's formed as a composite of the second and third varsity eights. The second, Varsity 8, was second at the Eastern Sprints, a great competition in the US, and the third were 7-0 undefeated in the dueling season. Not something we have here, but dueling and rowing sounds like a good thing to me, and great to be 7-0 ahead in that season. As we see the two crews now separated, you can see they're in clearer water, and that's probably assisted the Brookes crew a little bit, but I think, look at that rhythm from Yale. Beautiful.
Yes, it is almost hypnotic for a viewer. I'm sure not necessarily for a rower. Far from hypnotic. It's there's an energy required which is somehow belied by the picture, which looks so gentle and smooth and kind on the eye. I think it was you, Matt, who spoke to me the other day after we saw this aerial shot about each stroke in relation to the puddle that went before it.
Yeah, so it's a great way of understanding the efficiency that the rowers are moving the boat with. You want to push those puddles, those swirls of water left by the oar, as far away past the boat behind you before you put the oar in for the next stroke. And obviously, the more you can do between strokes, the further the boat's moving between strokes, the better. And rowing's not just about the effort of the oarsman, it's actually about letting the boat run. Not slowing it down on the way forward and letting it run forward. It's a beautiful shot again of Yale starting to extend their lead as they just cross through the mile indicator. A little bit early for the spectators here. You can see some deck chairs warming up in the sunshine, ready for some bottoms to come and occupy them this morning. So Yale looking very comfortable, and you say it's a tough feeling, but if you're sitting in the sunshine a couple of lengths up on your opposition, day 3 of Henley, that's not a bad position to be in. The Yale guys will be feeling good and confident about this morning's row.
And there we saw the enclosures, which will gradually fill as the morning grows older. But even now, at this very early stage, there is enough noise to ring heartily in the ears of these competitors. Oxford Brookes requiring that encouragement because they are very much in the wake here of their American rivals. Yale University, this coherent and time-honoured rowing establishment, once more underlining the level of its expertise, looking to raid Henley once more and carry silverware back across the Atlantic.
I think Yale now have eased up a little bit just to conserve energy for the next day. Still totally in control of the race. Very nice long strokes, confident and a calm performance as they approach the finish line to win this heat of the the Student 8 Challenge Cup here at Henley Royal Regatta.
Yale University finish a job well done. It's a tightish finish in the end. Oxford Brookes B made up some ground at the end, but Yale go comfortably through, and in the semi-final they will row against the University of London or Cornell University. Yale into the last 4.
They're very happy with that. Brookes, I think, devastated. They've had a tremendous season. Crushing defeat for them.